Strawberries are a favorite treat for many Minnesota gardeners, but, not all strawberries are the same. In Minnesota, two main types do best: June-bearing and day-neutral. Each type has its own growing season and benefits. June-bearing strawberries make one big crop each year, usually in June. These berries are great for families who want to pick bowls of fruit for eating, baking, or freezing all at once. Day-neutral strawberries, on the other hand, produce fruit from late spring until the first frost. They give you smaller harvests, but more often. June-bearing plants are the traditional pick for Minnesota gardens. They handle cold winters and give high yields. However, day-neutral strawberries are becoming popular too. They give you berries through summer and early fall, so you can enjoy fresh fruit for months. Knowing which type fits your needs is the first step to strawberry success. If you want lots of berries at once, choose June-bearing. If you like a steady supply, try day-neutral. Some gardeners grow both to get the best of both worlds. Minnesota has a short growing season, with chilly springs and sometimes unpredictable weather. That means you need to choose strawberry varieties that are specially bred to thrive in cool climates and can handle a bit of frost. For June-bearing strawberries, Jewel, Honyoye, and Cavendish are top choices for Minnesota gardeners. These varieties are known for producing large, sweet berries and giving you a reliable, abundant crop each year. If you want strawberries all summer long, try day-neutral types like Albion, Seascape, and EV2. These are reliable and perform well in Minnesota gardens, producing fruit from late spring until fall. Some strawberry varieties actually do better in raised beds or containers, especially if your garden soil is heavy or drains poorly. Day-neutral strawberries such as EV2 and Albion are especially well suited for growing in containers or tabletop planters, making them perfect for patios or small spaces. Growing strawberries in containers makes picking much easier, keeps the berries cleaner, and helps protect them from slugs and soil-borne diseases. June-bearing types such as Honyoye and Jewel are perfect for traditional garden patches or raised beds, where they can really spread out and produce a big harvest. If you have enough space, it's a great idea to mix a few different types of strawberries in your garden. Mixing varieties spreads out your harvest over several weeks and helps you discover which types grow best in your unique yard conditions. Always choose healthy plants from a trusted garden center or nursery, and look for disease-resistant varieties whenever possible. Starting with strong, disease-free plants is the key to a healthy, productive strawberry patch that will thrive for years. If you have limited space, poor soil, or live in an urban area, try growing strawberries in containers or raised beds for better results. Raised beds and containers warm up quickly in spring, drain well, and are easy to protect from pests with netting or garden fabric. For big garden patches, stick with classic June-bearing varieties for the best yield and a truly impressive strawberry harvest each summer. Plant strawberry crowns in early spring as soon as the soil can be worked. In Minnesota, this is usually late April or early May. The soil should not be soggy. If you wait too long, plants may get stressed by summer heat. Choose a spot that gets at least 8 hours of sun each day. Strawberries need lots of light to make sweet fruit. The area should drain well because strawberries hate wet roots. If water sits in your garden after rain, pick a new spot or use a raised bed. Space June-bearing strawberries about 18 inches apart in rows 3 to 4 feet apart. This gives them room to spread and send out runners. Day-neutral types can be planted closer, about 12 inches apart, because they do not make as many runners. Dig a shallow hole for each plant, just deep enough to cover the roots. The crown, where the leaves meet the roots, should stay at soil level. Water the plants well and add mulch to keep the soil moist and cool. Traditional strawberry patches are still a familiar sight in Minnesota, where many gardeners continue to grow strawberries the old-fashioned way. In these classic gardens, strawberries are planted in long rows directly in the ground, where they can spread and fill out over time. But gardening is always evolving. Today, many people are experimenting with new systems like raised beds, low tunnels, plastic mulch, and even tabletop containers to improve their strawberry harvests. Raised beds have become especially popular because they offer excellent drainage and warm up quickly in the spring, giving strawberries a head start. With raised beds, you can control the soil quality by filling them with a rich mix, even if your yard's natural soil is heavy clay or very sandy. Another modern method is using plastic mulch, a thin, flexible sheet that you lay right on top of the soil before planting. Plastic mulch helps keep weeds from growing, locks in soil moisture, and keeps the ground warmer, which strawberries love. Low tunnels are simple plastic covers stretched over hoops, creating a mini greenhouse that shields plants from frost, wind, and heavy rain. With low tunnels, you can often start picking ripe strawberries a week or two earlier than usual, extending your harvest season. Tabletop systems are raised platforms or benches that hold containers filled with soil or special growing mixes, keeping strawberries off the ground. These setups are perfect for gardeners with limited space, or for anyone who wants to avoid bending and kneeling while tending or harvesting their berries. Each growing system has its own unique advantages and drawbacks, depending on your space, soil, and gardening style. Raised beds and tabletop systems are especially easy on your back and ideal for small yards, patios, or even balconies. But if you have plenty of space and want a big harvest, traditional in-ground patches are still the best way to grow lots of strawberries at once. Don't be afraid to experiment. Try one system or mix a few together to discover what works best for your garden and your lifestyle. Strawberries truly flourish when they're planted in rich, well-drained soil. This type of soil allows their roots to breathe and prevents water from pooling around them, which can cause rot or disease. If your garden soil is heavy or tends to stay soggy, consider raising your beds or amending the soil to improve drainage. Before you even think about planting, it's a smart move to mix in plenty of compost or well-aged manure. These organic materials not only feed your plants, but also help the soil hold just the right amount of moisture, creating the perfect environment for strawberries to thrive. By enriching the soil, you're giving the roots all the nutrients they need to grow strong, healthy, and ready to produce lots of sweet berries. You can also use a balanced fertilizer, like 10-10-10, before planting and then again after your first harvest. This ensures your plants have a steady supply of essential nutrients throughout the growing season, supporting both root and fruit development. Soil tests are super helpful too. They take the guesswork out of gardening by showing you exactly what your soil needs. A simple soil test kit from the garden center will show if you need to add lime to raise the pH, or if your soil is lacking in key nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, or potassium. And, for bigger gardens, or if you want to be extra precise, you might try foliar testing, basically testing the leaves to see if the plants are missing anything. This can help you catch deficiencies early and correct them before they affect your harvest. Strawberries need about 1 inch of water each week, especially while they're flowering and setting fruit. Consistent moisture is key for juicy, plump berries. It's best to water deeply once or twice a week, instead of just a little every day. Deep watering encourages the roots to grow down into the soil, making the plants more resilient during dry spells. This really helps the roots grow deep and strong, which means healthier plants and better fruit production. Early morning watering is best, since it keeps the leaves dry and helps prevent disease. Watering in the morning also gives the plants time to absorb moisture before the heat of the day. Mulch is your friend here. It acts like a protective blanket for your strawberry bed. Straw or pine needles help keep the soil moist, suppress weeds, and keep the berries clean by preventing soil from splashing onto them during rain or watering. Mulch also cools the soil in summer, protecting roots from the heat and helping your plants stay comfortable even on the hottest days. Just remember to keep mulch a few inches away from the plant crowns to avoid rot. This simple step can make a big difference in keeping your strawberry plants healthy and productive all season long. Minnesota winters are tough, but June-bearing strawberries can survive with a little help. In late fall, after the ground has frozen but before deep snow, cover your plants with 3 to 4 inches of clean straw. This keeps the crowns safe from freeze-thaw cycles. Use loose, weed-free straw. Do not use hay because it can bring weed seeds. Spread a thick layer over all the plants, but do not pack it down. The goal is to keep the plants cold and protected, not smothered. In spring, when the snow melts and you see new green growth, remove most of the straw. Leave some mulch between the plants to keep weeds down and the soil moist. Too much mulch in spring can slow new growth, so keep an eye on the weather. Day-neutral strawberries are grown as annuals in Minnesota, so they do not need overwintering. You can start new plants from runners or buy fresh ones each year. This makes them easy but less permanent than June-bearing types. Strawberries face several common problems. Leaf spots are easy to spot, small purple or brown dots on older leaves. These are usually caused by fungi. If you see lots of spots, pick off the worst leaves and throw them away. Try not to water the leaves, only the roots. Powdery mildew looks like a white, dusty coating on leaves and stems. It loves warm, damp weather. Good airflow helps prevent it, so do not plant strawberries too close together. Sometimes, berries get soft spots or mold. Gray mold, or botrytis, is fuzzy and gray, often after wet weather. Pick off any bad berries right away. Slugs and birds can also be a problem. Use netting to protect against birds, and try shallow dishes of beer to catch slugs. Aphids and spider mites are tiny bugs that suck juice from leaves. You might see sticky leaves or fine webs. Wash them off with water, or use insecticidal soap if needed. Healthy, clean plants get fewer pests. Growing strawberries takes some work, but it is not too hard. Picking a sunny, well-drained site is the first step. This takes time, but makes everything easier later. Raised beds or containers can cost more at first, but pay off with cleaner and healthier berries. Maintenance is steady, but doable. Watering, weeding, and feeding the plants keeps them strong. Mulching saves time by stopping weeds and keeping berries clean. If you use plastic mulch, you will weed less but may need to water more. Dealing with fruit blemishes takes a careful eye. You need to check your plants often, pick ripe berries, and remove any that are damaged or moldy. Netting or row covers are helpful if birds or bugs are a problem. Overall, June-bearing strawberries need more early work but less summer care. Day-neutral types are easier to start, but need more picking and watching through the season. Both are fun and rewarding for home gardeners. So, which strawberry is best for your Minnesota garden? If you want a big harvest all at once, June-bearing types like Jewel or Haneoye are your best pick. They are perfect for jams, pies, and freezing. If you want fresh berries from June to fall, day-neutral types like Albion or EV2 are a great choice. Raised beds, containers, and tabletop systems all work well in Minnesota's climate. These methods make care easier, especially if you have poor soil or a small yard. Traditional patches still give the biggest harvest for larger gardens. Strawberries are not hard to grow, but every garden is different. Try a few varieties and growing systems to see what works for you. With a little care, you will soon be picking sweet berries from your own yard. Give strawberries a try this season. You will be glad you did. Few things are as satisfying as the taste of fresh, homegrown fruit. Happy gardening!